So it's a good point, but what's also interesting is that you actually see both examples of big content creators that just are like, "F it, like I don't even care, like I'm used to it, it doesn't bother me." But there's also big content creators out there that if they get hate, they lose their mind still. And it's interesting because you would think once you hit a certain size, you kind of get like everybody gets used to it, but that's not necessarily true.
You know what that is? I think that's potentially a side effect of growing too fast. I
Could be.
think if you've never gone through the gamut and you hit it when you're big, it hits you 100 times harder. And I couldn't imagine, like right now, I feel like I'm walls reinforced steel defense on my mentality with this, where if I just rolled out of bed today and had 50,000 plus subscribers and this was going on, I would be losing my mind. And right now I'm just kind of like taking it in stride. So all in the
Have you thought have you thought about deleting this video
no.
and then no, listen, and then re-uploading the video, but instead of using their clips, you
Yeah.
use like transcripts of what they
No.
said or screenshots or something? No.
And
Just curious.
and the reason why
Because you're Italian, I know it's okay.
well, that extremely stubborn. Like I said, it's another word for Italian is stubborn. Also Greek. I'm not Greek, but my wife is. So
that's a bad combo. Yeah, that's a bad combo.
But I always know to bow to her. So that is a way for success.
Fair enough.
So as far as this video is concerned, no, I never considered actually deleting it because of the main reason being it's at this point over 200,000 views. And when you delete a video from YouTube, it deletes the views from your channel.
Of course.
So that's like I'm not proactively doing that. I'm not gonna sushi myself with it. I'll let someone else do it.
I would say it if I was in your position, it's a pretty easy case, right? So you keep the video up, right? Let it automatically get taken down. Let your channel get struck. And then you have an easy case for actual loss for your business. You know, they have actively falsely copyright striked you, which you can prove has easily resulted in financial loss, and not only financial loss,
like it literally shows a number.
Yeah, so like you have an actual dollar number, which just makes it so easy, point blank. And then after that, you can also claim damages for just overall the effect it has on your channel. Because unfortunately, with a copyright strike, as much people want to pretend like it's not the truth, your channel does get suppressed for a little while. You know, you don't go out on the algorithm as much anymore. You kind of don't get on as much notifications. You know, you kind of get fucked for a bit, but it's something that, you know, if you write it out, you will become, you know, you'll be on top, because it's a very easy claim. You know, since there's actually a numerical like fact to it, you know, and the views and the dollars, all that stuff.
I'd like to think it's a very easy claim, but we both know that there's nothing easy about law, and it would be a very convoluted to get to the end of the road, twisty turny road. But yes, ultimately, I think it would get to that obvious result, which is why I feel comfortable in the position where I'm just like, no, F it. Like this is a stance I'm taking on it, and whatever the future holds, the future holds. I'm not going to lose sleep over this.
Right. Now, some people are asking, how do you sue a company based in the UK? Well, in all actuality, they're based in 2 locations, in the UK and in New York City. So they are a United States-based company also. So they absolutely can get fucked in the ass multiple times.
Interesting. So, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not just a UK-based company. They are in New York as well.
Now, I haven't confirmed this myself, but I saw someone in my comments say that Black Girl Gamers is the first option that shows up when Xbox offers to donate the remaining amount of a purchase to a fund, because BGG, it's B is the highest letter in the alphabet, so it's the first default one for that.
Really? I would not be surprised.
I'm like, interesting. I wonder how much money comes from, you know, that like if you spend like the round up tip, like if you spend like 501 and it's like, oh, you want to round up to $6 and it's like 99 cents that goes to them type thing.
Must be so nice to have everybody just bowing to you because they don't want to They don't want to deal with your fucking attitude because that's really what it is. You're
Right.
like they're the people. I don't know if you ever worked with someone where you walk into an office, you're like, damn, that's just the person nobody wants to be around, but everybody doesn't say anything.
Yep.
You know, like they're the insufferable one in the office. They're just the fucking loud, ratchet ass person.
It's almost like at the prison where you're like, I want to befriend the toughest guy at the prison so that I don't get the shit beat out of me. It's kind of like
literally that. Yep. So it's all fucking bullshit. You know, this company, but again, it's amazing that they're the ones.
By the way, I've never been to prison. I don't know why I just came up with that analogy.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. That it's amazing to me that they are. Shout out to Cole Cage, by the way, in the chat.
Cassie.
What's up, Cassie? It's amazing because they're the first ones in their videos are like, oh, you know, we're not trying to, you know, you can get your hot takes and stuff from anywhere you want, but like news you have to get from the official sources, and they somehow became an official source. But I find this interesting.
That was laughable, by the way. That's like straight up comedy.
Did you see how I roasted Ash Parrish because she said to that she's basically the official source. Her and her peers are the official source for information to go to them and believe them. But then she said that the majority of gamers, like the average gamer, is a teenage boy, and that's not fucking factual. Like I went to Wikipedia and it literally says like 28 to 35 or something like that.
Think about the narcissism in that statement, by the way. Like that would be like people asking me like, oh, where should I go for news? Honestly, I would not say, oh, only trust YouTubers, because there's a lot of fucking YouTubers out there that you definitely don't want to trust.
Yeah,
I would say do your own research, find people that you feel like relate to you and resonate with you, and latch on to that, whether it be a professional outlet, which I'm sure there are some. I haven't found any, but you know, I just play the odds. There's got to be one where they're just a normal person. They haven't been infected and they just want to talk about games, which would be great.
Right.
Or YouTubers. But when you ask Ash Parrish, it's, oh, you need to relate to the establishment. You know, first off, who the fuck is like, yeah, let's trust the establishment after what's transpired in the past decade?
That's the problem. She profits from the establishment, so she's trying to maintain that establishment. You know, we see it happen all the time with
interest. You're right. A vested interest
with indie creators who are out there, let's say in the comic book scene or whatever. They're all getting fucking like attacked and roasted on a daily basis, some more than others, because they got wealthy and they were successful in a means that doesn't benefit the mainstream. It doesn't benefit the old guard. You know, as much as people like to say that, it's true. Like there are people out there who are brainwashed into thinking there's only one way to do certain things. And then when they see somebody else do that same thing in a way that they weren't brainwashed to do, they immediately go on the attack. It's wrong. Yeah. You can't do that. What are you doing? You're a grifter. About like they just throw all kind because they're mad because
you know what that's that meme where it's like insert the chip in the guy's head. You know, like that's literally the meme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say before is that I find this really funny, because what Black Girl Gamers is doing to your video is the complete opposite, you know, from what the Star Wars cancellation little thing, what they said they were trying to do, right? The Star Wars cancellation group was trying to say, oh, we're not trying to get your videos taken down. We're not trying to get your channel deleted. We just don't want you to get paid, right? Whereas this is an active attempt to try to get videos taken down, which eventually, if you do it enough, gets your channel taken down. And the story,
and here's the thing. I'm sure you were going to get to this, but the content found during, that is the video.
Yeah.
They claimed my video as their video. They can't do that, which is yet another strike against them.
That's crazy.
That's the exact length of my video. So you can't do that. Unless it's a re-upload, you can't do that. I don't know how it even got approved.